Hi everyone. I had to do this for the millionth time now because my camera refuses to show up, even after setting it up correct. So I'm trying, instead of doing full screen mode, I'm trying a different mode. I'm praying this works. Today I'm going to be going over the magic behind movie music and how composers bring films to life. Now, the purpose of this presentation is built mainly around course learning outcome 5, research and analyze a musical historical period, genre, or element. The main focus of this is how movie music evolved historically and how the influences uh that affected it shaped this genre today and how movie music, and how composers responded to each changing era of this. Now, my main question for you is this, for this presentation is this. How has movie music evolved over time as a genre? And how have composers used leverage from that evolution that enhance the emotional and story-driven impact of films we know today? Well, we're going to be going over that right now. So, movie music started in the mid 20th century with orchestral hits that borrowed from the classical and romantic traditions. As the film industry matured, it ended up developing its own conventions. Now, in recent decades, composers have blended electronics, world instruments, and hybrid orchestras, reflecting many global and technological influences. Um, so these influences, we're going to go over them right now. So the orchestral scores of early film borrowed heavily from romantic era techniques, like large string sections, brass fanfares, on and on. Over the course of recording, over the course of time, film technology like sound recording and mixing, including the changes in audience taste, caused a shift. And now that shift caused composers to start integrating synthesizers, sampling, and world music elements. Just overall, the genre itself evolved. Now one producer, one composer that supports this case is John Williams, the creator of music in the Star Wars series, Jaws, and Harry Potter. So he uses large orchestras, effective motifs, and tonal harmony that's reminiscent of the Romantic period. Now, the Oxford Bibliography's entry on Williams shows just how his work bridges classical music traditions and our modern day film scoring. Now, in contrast to the Williams, Randy Newman, the creator of all the music in Toy Story. Apologies for this. This is me getting past the sad port activity later. Okay, we're good. Um, so his music in Toy Story demonstrates how the film music genre itself diversified. Now, according to You Discover Music, to the You Discover Music article, Newman's Americana style and songs added an emotional feel that was just different from purely orchestrated scores. Now, this just shows a later stage in the historical evolution of film music genre hybridization and new stylistic directions. So genre evolution shows changes in musical approach with technique. So as composers moved from traditional orchestral design to hybrid styles, their approach to everything they work on, music related, changed. Now, the scholarly article by Doak explains how composers use music to evoke emotion in film. Now, this link between historical evolution and emotional impact uh, is brings a valid, a, a vital support on a deep analysis of the music genre, of film music genre. Now, now genre evolution is also connected with globalization and technological change. Now, here's why. An essential part of researching a genre is understanding its cultural and social dimensions. Now, as film composers increasingly incorporating global instruments, popular music idioms, and the cultural signifiers in their scores, it that goes to show how the film music genre responds to broad social sorry, not trying to be too aggressive here. I'm tired of this. I don't want to have to repeat this again. It just shows how um film music genre responds to broad social changes and how its history is tied to culture and not just uh, Hollywood and everything else. Now, the interactive activity, I'm going to play a short clip of JS Spot air on the G string, and I want you to identify which style it represents. You have your three options here, A, B, or C. Now, the whole point of this is to engage you with the audience, engage you guys, the use what you learn from listening to this and pick the right choice. And it reinforces the genre evolution we're discussing today. Here we go. And the correct answer is classical orchestral, option A. Now, to summarize all of this, the genre of movie music has moved from classical orchestral roots to diverse hybrid styles that's driven by changing technology, culture, and composer innovation. Now, take this into consideration. Composers don't just write music. We've gone over this that throughout this entire class. They don't just write music. They shape how we experience film. Now, researching and analyzing this historical evolution meets the learning outcome. And this key takeaway I'm trying to get at here is how this historical evolution and research helps us appreciate just the genre of film music at a deeper level than we do. Here are my sources, and we're excited. Thank you so much for your time. I hope my camera worked this time around. I pray it did. Yeah, thank you.